Let's talk for a minute about how to apply and why we use the left, right, left rule. Probably everyone has heard of and uses the left, right, left rule. It would be very risky business to consider entering traffic without the confidence that it was safe to enter. We always look left first because the first traffic to consider is on our left. Once that traffic is clear, then we should look right. And if the traffic is clear to the right, before we begin to move, we must check back to the left again in case the traffic situation has changed in the past couple of seconds. As much experience driving as all of you have, I know that you've had a situation where you begin to pull out and then all of a sudden the traffic has changed. This is exactly why we must always apply the left, right, and then again left rule to make sure the traffic's clear before we begin to enter an intersection. Move your eyes 6 to 7 times per turn from one corner of the vehicle to the other. For example, in making a left turn, the corners that are most important to us are the front right corner and the rear left corner. So we would want to move our eyes from the front right to the left rear. Front right, left rear. Back and forth 6 or 7 times during the turn so that we can always know what's going on with those two corners of the vehicle. And in making right-hand turns, it's just the opposite. We would want to focus on the front left corner and the right rear corner. By keeping your eyes moving back and forth as you begin your turn, you can identify any potential hazards, especially those that might be rushing to clear the intersection. Keep your eyes busy and not focused on merely just one area of the intersection. At blind intersections, be prepared for other vehicles that could pull out in front of you, and be sure to look around bushes or signage to make sure the intersection is clear. Again, the type of freight being hauled and how it has been secured dictates the degree of caution when negotiating turns at intersections. Hard to secure freight requires extra caution, as does top-heavy freight. One more thing, as a commercial vehicle driver, you have an additional consideration when approaching an intersection, and that is to avoid hard braking. Besides the unnecessary wear and tear on tires, wheels, and brake systems, hard braking can result in considerable delays in your trip due to your electric onboard recorder, or EOBR, being programmed for what they call critical event reporting. You see, with many of the EOBRs these days, when a hard braking event occurs, regardless of the reason, certain actions automatically take place. Your dispatch and/or safety director may be notified immediately of the event. Your EOBR unit may go into a recording mode for a brief period of time to collect data about the hard braking event. Your dispatcher or safety director may call you to determine the nature of the event and question you about how it happened. Any of these will invariably result in you and your company having to stop and take time to deal with the event, which then slows your getting to or from your delivery on time. And we all know how important it is for us to be timely in the pickup and delivery of shipments for our customers. Then, when you factor in the unnecessary wear and tear on tires, wheels, and brakes that result from hard braking events, along with the premature maintenance and replacement expense, you're costing the company and yourself money. Money that could be better spent on upgrading the rig you drive, or better yet, increasing your rate of pay. Let's recap quickly. Intersections, by their very nature, are among the most dangerous hazards you will face on the road each day. To avoid a costly accident and possible injury to yourself or others, slow down as you approach the intersection. This reduces the possibility of a hard braking event. Enter the correct lane for your intended action well in advance of reaching the intersection. Be sure to signal and check for traffic around your truck if you have to change lanes. Keep your focus on the intersection. No eating, drinking, using a cell phone, or playing with your stereo is allowed. Don't race a yellow traffic light to get through the intersection more quickly. And be sure that you are clear to proceed when the light turns green. Remember, green doesn't simply mean go, it means proceed with responsible caution. Keep your foot off the accelerator and cover the brake before proceeding, in case someone in front of you suddenly stops. Yield the right-of-way to emergency vehicles, pedestrians, and unregulated traffic. Remember, even if you are in the unregulated flow of traffic, you must remain alert as to possible mistakes and violations by other motorists. If you are planning a turn at the intersection, be certain that you signal well in advance, are in the appropriate lane, and clear of any traffic around you. Finally, never forget that you are a professional driver. While we can never hope to change all the bad driving habits of others on the road, we can serve as examples on how to drive safely and defensively. Thanks for watching, and please be careful on the roads.